This video is the second part on finding percentages without using a calculator. It builds on ideas that were seen on the first video. So if you haven't seen the first one, please go back and do so. So 10% of 120 equals 12. By just moving the decimal point, which is here, even though it's not written, one space to the left. What happens if we want to find 1% of 120? Then we move the decimal point 2 points to the left, or 2 spaces to the left. So it becomes 1.2. The decimal point was here. 2 spaces to the left, it becomes 1.20 or simply 1.2. What happens then if we want to find 3%? Because we found 1% of 120, which was 1.2, now 3% is 3 times 1.2. So 3% of 120 is 3 times 1.2, 3 times 1%, which is 3.6. Now we can find 13%. Because we have 10%, which is 12, and we have 3%, which is 3.6. So 13% of 120 is 12, 10% of 120, plus 3.6, 3% of 120, which is 15.6. So we have found 13% without using a calculator. What if we want to find 23% of, say, 3,200? So we find 10% first, which is the percentage that is easy to find. And it is, because of what we have discussed, 320. Just move the decimal point 1 space to the left. With 10% we can find 20%, as we saw in the previous video. It is twice 10%, which is 640. 1% is 32. We move the decimal point 2 spaces to the left to find 1%, and that's 32. So 3% of 3,200 is 3 times this, 3 times 32, which is 96. That means that 23% of 3,200 is 20% plus 3%. Which is 736. For more help with this kind of problems, the ELM, SAT, or GMAT, contact us at mathwithjonas@gmail.com and mathwithjonas@icloud.com.